Howdy y'all, and welcome back to the Daily Bread Homestead. Today I was actually planning, going to shoot another video, but there's actually going to be another part of the wall that I'm working on in the back. I think the first video was called Fixing My Leaky Basement, something like that. Anyway, sounds like a country song, right? Fixing my leaky basement. Anyway, so I guess the next video will be Fixing My Leaky Basement, the reunion tour, when I get to it. It's still a little damp back there, and I want it to be dry before I start tearing out all that. So I'm probably going to do that at the end of the week. Right now we have some rain and some sleet, and it's nice day out there. Anyway, so I am going to do a short video here at the request of my editor, my lovely daughter. And this just kind of popped into my head looking around my basement. How you like my new studio here? Isn't that awesome? So I'll put up some shelves. That'll probably be coming soon too. So anyway, if you're a prepper, or just someone who likes to be prepared, you tend to accumulate things that you may need, things that you may need in the future, things that you just think, hey, this is really cool. I have a lot of that too. So storage is always an issue, which is why I'm putting shelves up in my basement and provide more storage. And one of the things that we all know that come in real handy are buckets, and so we get those wherever we can. Now, if you go to your local hardware store and get a bucket and lid nowadays, let me see, I got one over here. A bucket and a lid, now it's going to cost you well over $5. I think it's about $5.50 right now between the bucket and the lid. This has actually got my soap in there. So, and as you know, my box is a little wanky. As you know, I can get expensive. So, I'm always on the lookout for buckets. Now, I do contract work with a gentleman, and so we're always right now we're doing some drywall. So I don't know if we'll use up the whole bucket, but anytime we have any clean buckets, relatively clean buckets, I snag them up. One of those is, sorry, just a regular joint compound bucket. These are actually pretty easy to clean out. If you have any joint compound in there, just let it dry out, and then when it's dry, you can just tap it around with a hammer. Don't hit it too hard, because these are kind of, these will crack. So I got a couple of those here. I have, this is actually for doing flooring. I don't know what's in there. And when I can get the lids, sometimes the lids get lost. Sorry. Let's see what's in there. A lot of this was just done on the fly, if you can't tell. There we go. Got it. Oh, okay. So, if you don't have one of these, or don't know what this is, it's for popping the lids off these buckets. It saves your fingers. It's like $3 get one. So anyway, this one still got some hold. Maybe you can see it. So, yeah, I'll just take a hammer, clean that out. Now, obviously, you're not going to store food or something like that in there, but tools, I have a 5-gallon bucket that is actually full of hammers. used to do hauling and cleaning out houses and coming across old tools, and I'm not going to throw them away, so I have a bucket of hammers. So all I need is a crew. So the other thing, and like I said, those are great if you're just storing stuff in them. You know, and you're not really too worried about how clean it is. The other thing I snag up on is paint buckets. Now, if you can get them, this one actually is one of the plastic ones, which are kind of cool. Obviously, they don't dent, but even if it's got paint in it, these, actually this one, you can normally just take that right out of there, and then, you know, you've got a pretty clean bucket. You know, if it's still wet, rinse it out with some water. And I have, let's see, I grabbed this one here. I keep my spark plugs in, extra spark plugs. I have, where's the other one at? Hold on. Like I said, I'm just making this up as I go along. This is a bunch of carriage bolts that I picked up, and that's actually full. This one here is a bunch of nails, and this is a lot better than the damn cardboard boxes that you get stuff in, because we all know what happens is they just fall apart after a while, and then you wind up with nails or screws all over your truck, all over the floor of your truck, and it just sucks. So, and a couple other things. Peanut butter jars. I save all my peanut butter jars. I use them for screws, and nails, a lot of miscellaneous stuff. I have a lot of miscellaneous jars that I have to organize. Here's one of the metal cans, and this one here I just rinsed it out with some water, and you know, I'll slap want to use it, slap a label on it, and boom, it's good to go. They're easy to transport if you need something. When I go on a job, I like my cement tools. I think I showed that bucket in last video. I keep my drywall tools in a bucket. My chainsaw, extra stuff for chainsaw, I keep that in a bucket. That way, if I need to grab it, I just grab the bucket and I go, and I got everything together. And those are actually just buckets that I've just picked up here and there. But if you know anybody who's a painter, who does drywall, ask them, hey, what do you do with your old buckets or your old paint cans? I mean, 9 times out of 10 they're just throwing them away. So you can recycle those. Some of the if you don't get a lid, some of the lids that you can buy at the hardware stores will fit. Usually the paint buckets, they don't seem to fit the the mud buckets too well. I don't know why, but even if you don't have a lid, you can always use it for something. So anyway, that's just a little tip. I thought I was thinking of this morning, and hopefully that helps. And I should have a video soon on the rest of the wall back there. Like I said, I just want to make sure it's dry before I get into it. I'm going to chip all that old stuff out and redo it, do it right, get it painted, and make it look pretty. Okay, so this is Daily Bread Homestead, and y'all have a great day, and we'll see you down the road.